What's that taste like? I think we've seen like 2 or 3 of y'all in here now.
It's just really sour at times. It's like sweet and sour. So like if you mix it with like too much, it's mixed with water. I used to mix it with Gatorade, so it'll make it really sour. But I didn't mind. But it got over a period of time. I was like, okay, yeah, this is just too sour. I'm not messing with this.
What was it like to not get doubled for the first time in a while the other night?
I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty surprised. But I talked to my dad the night before, and he was like, they probably won W because of the performance you had last time in Lawrence. So I was like, yeah, you're right. And like Bill Self probably thinks that his big son guard you 1-on-1. And so I didn't really focus too much on it. So like I really thought, because I was watching the film, and like the film shows like some of their players just dig really hard. So I was just thinking, I was like, worst case scenario, that would be it, or I'll get double teamed. And when I saw like neither one of them was happening, I was like, oh, okay then. Like that's where it was on my first 2 shots. I was kind of surprised. I was like, I'm getting to the middle, I'm getting to like what I want, and no double team. I was like, okay, just let me relax. Plus I was like kind of nervous and like, not nervous but anxious because you know the crowd and like the atmosphere of the game. So yeah.
What's it like that first entry pass? You take your first bounce, and then that's usually whenever they'll send a guy. What is that like game by game, trying to figure out what they're going to do with you?
It's really just, I mean, I practice it. T-Wrench, K-Sign, LB, whoever is the scout coach of the week. I always hear, fire, fire, fire. Carson go, Weston, like somebody go. So I'm just like, I deal with it. So when it's in the game, it's more like just be aggressive still with it. You know, like your 3, like your first 2 outlets on where you want to go with the ball. But if they don't send it, just check. If they're coming, then pass the ball to somebody. If not, go do what I've been knowing that I'm good at.
Is there a new comfort for you? You can't get comfortable in double teams, obviously, but is there a new comfort when you do get doubled?
I'll take it as I don't lie to you. My dad had to preach this to me for like a long time. He had to do this in high school, and then he had to do it a lot this year until I stopped calling him and complaining about it. I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, I'm tired of getting double teamed. Like, I don't know why I'm getting double teamed. Just let me do my 1-on-1 game. He was like, and Coach B had to say this to me too. He was like, it's a sign of respect if they're sending 2 guys at you. So then I was like, all right. So then it was really after the Baylor game, when we played at the Baylor game up in Waco, where I talked to KP and I talked to my dad, and they both was like, you can't let somebody take you out of a game just by sending double teams. So you gotta make them regret sending double teams. So hence why, like, I try to focus on my passing more, staying calm, knowing like my outlets. So it's like a little bit of comfort, but also at the end of the day, it's like you can't really get comfortable with a double team. It's all I gotta do is invite it. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna just throw it to this person.
Are you seeing them coming at you more? Like, you see it better now than maybe you did?
Oh yeah.
6 months ago?
I mean, I like, yeah, I know, like, I mean, I play in the post, so like, it's not that much. Like, I always keep this thought process in my head for me to be able to say everything. And Coach B preaches this too to the bigs. And I learned this from Cannon my sophomore year. He always would tell me middle to explore, baseline to score. So like in my head, I know if I just keep going middle, I see everything. But if I go baseline, my only outlet is I have to go score. So that's my mindset on it. And I know 9 times out of 10 if I score, if the double team is coming baseline, I just gotta dribble it out, and someone that either Woody's open or whoever's the low block guy is open, or to skip. And now they're playing 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 on that backside.
Not that you haven't enjoyed your time or that you haven't played well, but with how consistent you've been the last couple of months, how fun has basketball been for you?
I mean, I wouldn't even say like just how consistent I've been. I feel like this whole year's just been fun for me because I took on a new learning experience for my life. Like everybody knows my twin left, and you know, if everybody knows I was the first. This is the first year me and my brothers never played on the same team together, lived together, been in the same state. So, like, just expanding in that aspect of my life was like the journey, and that's what's made it fun. That's how I became the person that I am today. This was really this past year because this was the first time where I didn't have to play big brother. I could just focus on me and achieve the things I wanted to achieve, and I didn't have to make sure, hey, Key, like, you're up or anything like that. Like, it was more like, all right, Caleb, make sure you're up, make sure you go do this. You're your own man now. And like, I know my little brother back at home, my dad is gonna be fine. Like, anytime he comes out here, he'll text me and be like, hey, can I have some money or whatever? And I'll be like, I got you. When I see you, next time I see you, I know my little brother Cameron's gonna be like straight. But me and Keith call each other every once in a while. We'll hop on 2K. We'll just tell each other funny stories. Me and him, we'll talk mess to each other about more points being scored and everything like that. But like that was just like, that's what made this year so fun. Cause I know, like, last year I lost the love for basketball at a period of time, and that hurt. And over this past year I have found it back, and obviously, like, I'm having success. Team is having success. But I'm just happy because I'm the person I want to be, and I've been consistent. Like, nobody has seen me be this down, sad person like I was last year.
When do you feel that you got that love back?
I would say at the really, it was really preseason when basketball first started coming back, because I let go of like all the stuff that happened last year. Last year I feel like was just really like toxic and like, you know, disturbing in a lot of ways. But like, I just allowed myself to grow and learn. Like, I mean, that's life. Stuff like that happens, and I let it be.
You mentioned you guys joke about scoring totals. He got 30 there tonight.
You don't think I know that, man?
Yeah.
You don't think I know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him was on the phone talking for like 30 minutes. It was me, him, and my homeboy from back home. We was on like a 3-way call. He was like, yeah, bro, like, you know, I got more double-digit points like games than you in conference. And I looked at him. I said, I'm shooting better than you. No, it was the fact that he said I'm shooting better than you too at it. And I said, Key, let's be real. I said, I'm shooting 61% this season. We're not even talking about I don't even know what I'm shooting in conference. We're just talking about it like this season. I said, bro, you're shooting 30s. And he was like, but what about from 3? I said, bro, you shoot 3s. I don't. And mind you, I know I can shoot them. I don't do it. He hits me without telling me. He said, that's your fault. I don't have to do that. I tell him that all the time. So me and him, we're going back and forth, and we're talking about it. And then he was like, yeah, 20, 27, 27, 30. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I can't say nothing because he only got me beat by like 2 points. If y'all look at both of them, and all like his top games and his top games, I'm like, he only got me down by like 2 or like 3 points. So I can't say nothing. I was so mad that I didn't get 30 against Kansas and we didn't win, because I was going to call him. I was going to be like, you go drop 30 on somebody that's like Kansas, and then we can have this talk. But I couldn't do it.
27 against Kansas is still great.
No, 20. I didn't even realize I had 27 until like I look up. I'm like, oh, I'm missing my free throws. I'm getting more frustrated.
You guys have been playing with a lot of confidence going into that game. How do you keep that confidence even after the loss?
I mean, just remind ourselves every day we're in the Big 12 for a reason, and like teams like every night is like that. I mean, we was in a dogfight before with Iowa State at their place, and luckily like we pulled through towards the end. Before that, before Iowa State, I don't remember what team it was, but we did that. Like every game that we didn't play in the 12 was a dogfight. And regardless, I watched TCU and the Iowa State game last night, and that one was a dogfight. So, I mean, I don't look at it as like, oh man, we just lost to Kansas. Like, man, like something's not going right. We won 5. What was it? 5 games in a row, or 4?
4 Big 12, 5 overall.
Yeah, 4 Big 12.
Overall, yeah.
4 Big 12 in a row. I mean, like, that's really good. So I mean, like, it's not like that's when our confidence is high. We just got to keep the confidence high. We got to realize, you know, we didn't do what we normally do, and credit, like I said, in the radio interview, credit to Kansas because they, like, you know, they did their stuff, but we didn't play our defense like the way we can. We didn't play, and that's on us. So we got to just go fix it and move on from it. And we got to learn. There's a chance we'll see them again, so there's no moment to like dwell on it. Every team we're going to see at least one more time.
Where were the breakdowns defensively? Last question.
Helping rotations, blocking out, careless switching, and not sprint back. Sprint back was the most important one, and letting certain players like get off and like in a way that they're already impact the game. So, for example, like Grady did, getting those threes in the second half, stuff like that. Like that's that's already number one on the scouting report. Like can't let him get no butt naked threes, and that's what he did.
All right, wrap up there.